our view on Infosys.
All right, Anirudh, just stay with us. Dr. Tirthankar Patnaik, Director, Strategic Institutional Research at Religare Capital Markets, also in with us. Tirthankar, sorry to keep you on hold. It was just getting through all these barrage of numbers. First glance, Infosys and the way this earnings season is starting out, what's your takeaway? What's your feeling this morning?
I think clearly a disappointment here. Our numbers were about 10,700 odd crores, 107 billion on revenues. So there's been a miss there. But what's more disappointing is the guidance. We were expecting about 12% guidance from for FY14, and numbers at 6 to 10% are clearly a big disappointment there. So in our model portfolio, we have an underweight on Infosys, but we have neutral on the IT sector. We don't see any need to change that at this point, really.
Tirthankar, how will market perceptions now undergo a change? And we know the market swings so extremely from pessimism, optimism. I mean, all emotions are extreme out there on the street. A 20% run as we were coming into these earnings, and there's really nothing optimistic as of now. Our colleagues were just telling us blended pricing is down about 1.5% as well. So pricing is down. We'll have to see the volume growth. And of course, the guidance itself is so negative. So given how negative overall this result is turning out to be, how will the stock now undergo an adjustment, you think?
You might see an adjustment that is similar to the last couple of quarters, barring the last one, where essentially all large cap IT companies did fairly well, especially on margins. What we did not see this time was that continuation. We've seen margins come down meaningfully lower than expectations. 200-300 basis points is fairly high for a large company like Infosys. It's not expected to miss guidance by that quantum. So to answer your question, I think we will see the stock tank fairly meaningfully today, and people that have been looking at a revival in Infosys might have to wait for somewhat longer. What I am surprised, however, about is the relative level of caution in the management guidance.
Just a mention on the stock, that's the Infosys stock on the screen in pre-open. 11% cut is what we are seeing. The markets are disappointed. I think, Surbhi, we were discussing 7 to 8% is what we'd be expecting, but that's huge. 11% off. The stock was up 3.5%, given up half of its gains that we've seen in the quarter already in the first few ticks on pre-open trade.
The drama on Infosys just never ceases to end.
They keep us busy for whatever.
They keep us busy. No, we were looking at a longer term chart. We can't show you more than 1 year, but if you go back in history, look at last 3 years or 2.5 years of Infosys. Every quarter there are such sharp moves. It's like a series of walls. Waterfalls keep down, and then there was a surprise Q3. But this is not looking good. Anirudh, what's your expectation? I mean, how would you read this? Is it going to be as savage as what the pre-open is indicating?
Yes, I believe so, because the valuation of Infosys is before the results were around 16 to 17 times on your forward, just 10 to 15% discount to the just in the early part of the deals, and increasing going towards the end. So such kind of deals are there in the market, and which probably will lead to some amount of impact on the margins.
Tirthankar, of course, a lot of people benefited from Infosys in the last quarter because the stock was very under-owned, and a lot of that got corrected in the last 3 months when the stock has gone up about 20%. How are things going to play out for Infi now in the medium term? We're already seeing 11% cut in pre-open trade. The stock's not going to have a great morning. We already know that. But getting beyond that, what happens to the Infosys story? What happens to the CNX IT pack?
See, Infi has been the bellwether of the IT pack. What has really not happened is, people were generally building in about 14% odd revenue growth. That's the street expectation for FY14. All these numbers would have to be cut meaningfully. The expectation from the management, from the street, as of yesterday and all, was about 12.5 to 13%, and the street usually believes the management is conservative and therefore guides at a slightly, puts a slightly higher number. All of these numbers would have to be necessarily cut down now, which essentially means that Infi at 16, 17 odd times and TCS at 19 times still leaves TCS to be the favorite of the pack right now. From a model portfolio perspective, we are overweight TCS, and I think that stance will sort of continue. People were generally, looking at some sort of revival continuing into the fourth quarter. I think there will be a serious amount of movement again in the IT pack. Infi's chart, as you had pointed out rightly, does look like a step function, and I'm afraid this time will be no different. And what would happen is from a portfolio, from a sector stance perspective, we will remain neutral on the IT space given the weakness that's happening elsewhere. But Infy clearly does not change the stance right now. Infy remains second or third behind TCS and HCL Tech at this point.
Tankar, I believe you're running out of time, but very quickly, if you can tell me what your take on the markets is right now. We've seen a decent pullback over the last couple of days. Is this here to stay? Is this pullback going to extend further? Is the worst behind us? Is my first question. And secondly, if you can very quickly take us to what are the stocks make it to your model portfolio apart from TCS?
Look, for the market, the market has seen a 10-15% move since September, basically on the hope trade as well as on favorable capital flows. Now, capital flows have sort of stalled over the last month or so, and that has essentially, seen to the overhang on the markets. We believe the markets, around 5,400 levels, 5,500 levels will be the bottom for the market in the near term. The question is what happens going forward. We believe that unless there is a major swing up in either growth or the current account deficit profile for the for the economy, the market will continue to remain range bound. So from a wide 5,400, 5,500 levels to about 6,000 odd is what we will be swinging around. The key data points that we are looking at right now is what happens with the trade data in March. The data should come out either today or next week or so. That should give us some sort of view on what happens with March current account deficit. We expect it to be fairly lower, much lower than the the October to December number of 6.7. Our expectation is about something below 4%. That's one. Second is credit rating agencies downgraded India to a negative outlook last year. That review starts as of today. Fitch is starting today, and S&P is on 25th of April. So those, if we see an upgrade to a stable outlook, that should be a big reprieve for the markets, if you ask me.
All right, good talking to you, Tirthankar, today. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. Well, it's a fundamental call coming in. Tirthankar's called these results quite disappointing, as have others on the street. Still continuing our conversation with Anirudh, and T.S. Harihar now also joins in with a technical perspective on these markets. Harihar, before we talk markets, Infy, now pre-open suggests it could be down as much as 10 to 11%. What to do with the stock right now, and what did you make of all the positions that were getting added up till yesterday?
See, we understand most of the positions that got added on Infy futures were largely long positions. Having said that, I think I've only seen the headline.